What's up, you guys? So, I'm doing things a little differently today. I'm gonna stand. I'm a standing video art today. Um, Mainly because I've been sitting a lot and I just got done walking the dog and I just don't want to sit. So here we are, and it's a different background. I wanted to talk about. I made a post last night about people being bored and how they cannot grasp the concept. And so I was thinking about it a bunch today. So I just feel like I have a lot of things to say about it. As you're jumping on, please let me know that you're here. Let me know if you can hear me. Awesome, thank you. So what I said yesterday is something that's I've thought this for years. Like, it's something that I've never really comprehended when like an adult would say, I'm so bored, especially those who have like kids or a house or things. And I'm just like, bored? Like, how are you bored? Like, I don't understand how that's possible. Like, you don't have anything to do. And they're just like, well, no, I'm just bored. And I'm like, okay. And it's just not something I've failed to grasp. Like, I've not been able to grasp for a really long time. Like, I remember being, 16 and being bored, or like that concept. But yeah, so partially what I wanted to say was, and a lot of people commented on the post and were talking about, I've done all these things during quarantine. I've been able to get all this stuff done, or during like, social distancing or whatever you want to call it. I've got all of these things done and I'm so excited and I feel so productive and I think it's amazing. And that's kind of, to an extent, that was my point. But the biggest piece that I really wanted to talk about really quickly is because I think a lot of people hear me, and there's other people online that are always like, do the work. And I don't say that. That's not my jam. I fucking don't enjoy that concept. But I think there are a lot of people online who are almost make you feel, if they're not explaining themselves, and make you feel like you should constantly be doing something. And if you're not, then you're failing. And so I wanted to talk about the fact that that is absolutely in no way, shape, or form what I meant. Anytime that I talk about being productive and getting shit done and not being bored and like doing things, I believe that a lot of you get my point. But I also just wanted to double check and just kind of check in and let you know that that's not what I mean. Meaning I don't mean that you should be productive from the moment your eyes pop open until the moment that your eyes close. And here's what I mean by this, though. I think that it's important that we shift what we consider to be productive anyway. And this might shock you, because this is coming from the girl who's literally built her entire existence as an adult professionally off of planning and productivity. And I'm not steering from that by any means, but I'm letting you know that there's a deeper level to it that's super important if you want to maintain it and actually have that balance or happiness or whatever it is you're trying to create in your world. And that's in understanding that, like, productive doesn't mean like you're running around like a busy monster who never gets to breathe and never has time for anything. So when I said that yesterday and I was like, do not grasp the concept of being bored, what I wanted to really talk about today and kind of dive a little deeper into or explain a little bit more thoroughly is, when we are making conscious decisions and we're making conscious choices to do with our time, whatever that might be, it's really difficult to be bored. If you're choosing to relax, to sit on the couch and watch a show, to turn the TV off and read a book, to whatever it might be, if you're making those kinds of choices intentionally and consciously, not just like, I woke up, I ate breakfast, I'm still in my pajamas, I went to the couch, I'm so bored. Like, that's a going through the motions type of thing. And it wouldn't matter if you had 100 things to do or if you were at work. If that's where your state of mind is, you're going to be bored. But if you're choosing what you're doing, meaning you wake up, you're like, what can I make for breakfast this morning? Or what do I want to do with my 20 minutes that I have to this morning, or whatever your current situation or your normal reality might be. It's making conscious decisions about what you're going to do instead of just going through the motions. And so when you're doing that and it's an intentional choice, then it's not a concept of being like bored or overworked or whatever it might be. And so I really welcome you to kind of put that in your pipe and smoke it for a little bit and realize that if you are making the conscious decision to sit on the couch and binge watch whatever the fuck it is that you want to watch, or turn off everything and, you know, watch a movie or go outside or just sit there. I do that often, to be very clear. Like, I honestly make the intentional choice to do nothing because I have to. Otherwise, I don't function properly because I am a serial overdoer. And so, like, overachiever to an unhealthy standard if I don't watch myself. So I really wanted to chime in and say that because I know that for years, I've been showing up as this person who is like hyper productive and gets so much shit done and wants to help you do the same thing. And I do and always will be here to offer you assistance in that. But I also want you to understand that there's more to it than that. I want you to have a balanced life. I want you to not be bored because that sucks. Like, holy shit, does that suck? Like, oh, I'm so bored. What? Like, that's shitty. Like, that's not fun. That's no place to be mentally. So honestly, like, oh, I'm kicking the Buddha, you guys. I didn't mean to kick the Buddha. I don't usually stand here and do videos, so this is like odd concept for me. But anyway, I have a Buddha statue at the bottom of my fireplace, and I just kicked it by accident. So yeah, boredom is a choice. Exactly. Like what I was getting at yesterday. And I said, boredom is a choice. And because the truth is that like, and that's not a fun choice. Like, you get to choose what you're going to spend your time and energy and effort on. And if it is to choose to watch a show or learn about this thing or do that, that's amazing. That doesn't mean that you're bored though, because it's a conscious decision that you're making. It's a choice that you're making. So why would you be bored doing it? If you're feeling bored, like, please find something new to do. Get up, research something, go outside, open a drawer you haven't opened in a month and see what's in there and clean it out. I don't know, like, find something to stimulate your own mind and stimulate, maybe find some joy in something, some completion, some feeling of completion in something to really shift that mindset, because sitting there bored is going to make, first of all, this last a hell of a lot longer. But it takes the excitement out of everything. And makes me sad because I want everybody to have, I know, right? Steven, I know. You guys want to see my Buddha? I kicked him by accident. Here he is. This was my grandpa's. So he's like ridiculously old. And my beautiful daddy finally let me have him. So anyway, I accidentally kicked him. We don't want to kick the Buddha. So basically what I wanted to just really explain is the two things. Like, please know that when I say don't be bored, I mean that you have to literally be working on something every waking moment of your life, because that is not at all what I mean. What I mean is that I want you to make intentional choices, conscious decisions. Don't just go through the motions, because just going through the motions is going to leave you feeling way fucking more than bored. It's going to leave you feeling unfulfilled, unhappy, probably lead to depression, people who have anxiety. When you allow yourself to go into that state of mind of being bored and like not making the conscious decisions and not acknowledging the things that you're doing or that you want to be doing, then anxiety goes, whoo. Like, I don't know about you guys, but that shit can explode in like 2 seconds. Before you know it, it can be bigger than you. So these are all things to combat, like, not feeling good. But then also the lovely, beautiful product or end result of this, the other side of it, is you get a lot of stuff done. You learn a lot of things. Like, I have friends of mine who are like, what do people do if they don't have a Jamie? And I'm like, what do you mean? They're like, you know random things about almost everything. And I'm like, I don't know. Well, and then I sat there and thought about it. I'm like, how do I know all this shit? Well, it's because I've just researched things. Like, when I have an idea, I Google it. When I have a thought and I don't know what it is and I don't know the answer, hey, Emily, I Google it, you know? Like, I'm always figuring something out, to the point where I do it too much and I have to put my phone down, because it's like, I have to turn my computer away and I have to consciously make decisions, intentional decisions to relax or watch a show or put my phone away and do whatever. Hey, Ryan, what's up? But anyways, that's what I really wanted to talk about. When I mentioned that yesterday about I don't even understand the concept of being bored, like, that's what I meant. Like, we're better than that. Like, you're smarter than that. You have more ambition than that. You have more knowledge in you, and more creativity and more excitement and more joy than you're giving yourself credit for. And if you're choosing to be bored, like, that sucks, dude. And I just hope that you don't. I hope that this helps, and I hope that you don't make that choice anymore. And instead you choose to use your time intentionally, even if that means relaxing, even if that means, you know, binge watching whatever the fuck it is. I binge watched 2 shows this weekend because I unplugged all weekend long and just did not work. For the first, I think this is probably the first weekend in 4 years that I didn't work at all. Like, I mean, I didn't even respond to one message or one email work related at all, and barely any personal ones either. I didn't even have my phone in the same room as me the entire weekend, which was amazing. But I also have a lot of freedom during the week, so I'm not constantly working all day, every day, to an extent. But anyways, that's a whole nother story for another day. I just wanted to share that with you guys. Happy, what's today? Tuesday? Happy Tuesday. Hope y'all are having an awesome day. I hope you're keeping your mind healthy and you're staying sane and you're doing things to continue to keep yourself feeling good, to keep yourself healthy, and that you're adding to the goodness, not to the stress and the badness into the world. So anyways, thanks for being here and watching, you guys. I hope this was helpful. If, as always, if you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you think it would be beneficial for anyone else, please share it either on your page or through your through Messenger or something like that. I just always appreciate sharing the message if you think that other people can benefit from it as well. So until next time, I'll talk to y'all later. Oh, you want to see something really fun? Look at my pants. Look at these pants. Woo! So like 6 years ago, this is a fun fact. Maybe not 6 years ago. Actually, probably 6 years ago, I bought these pants at Five Below, and they're my favorite pants. My favorite pants. So anyways, that's all. That's all she wrote. Love you guys. Have a great rest of your day. Be well to you too, Stephen. You and your fam. I miss you too, Emily. Bye, guys.